as a city, as a department, as a community, to recognize not just the challenges we have in so many areas of providing services and public safety with regards to human safety, whether it's some of the shootings we've had or some of the other challenges we've had in the neighborhood that the department, especially most recently, has responded to in very commendable fashion, but also to more quality of life issues like traffic. And I say quality of life, but if you really look at it, it's a safety issue as well, and it's a manpower issue. Captain is looking at the statistics with almost 400 reported auto accidents in the last month alone, all which require manpower for response, writing reports, probably a couple hours on average. You've got not only risk of life, loss of property or property damage, but you've got man time down, and this takes away from everything else, all the other challenges the department's trying to meet. So I guess the message today is, and I'll stop and let others speak, is that this will be an enforcement element. The traffic division be stepped up in order to respond and be present throughout the city as determined by the department in areas to send a message out. Distracted driving, ignoring traffic rules like speeding, stop signs will be enforced more dramatically than they have been in the past in the city. And with a message that we care about the safety of the people that drive on our streets, pedestrians who have been victims. Recently we've had pedestrian victims, and then we need to improve the quality of life all over. And the front line on that, of course, as always, is the police department. Captain, you want to say a couple words?
Sure. Thank you, Mayor. Well, we're alarmed, basically. In the last month and a half, we have 3 pedestrians that were struck and killed in our city, and that is totally unacceptable. That's something that we're not going to tolerate. It's something that can be easily prevented. If you're paying attention to where you're going, what you're doing. Everyone has responsibility. We all are responsible when we're driving. We should not be distracted. We should not be talking on the phone or texting. But pedestrians also have responsibilities. They should be crossing on the crosswalk. They should not be jaywalking, jumping in front of vehicles. You're responsible. You got to look both ways. You know. And this is what we try to raise. We're also going to be heavily enforced. And I'll let the captain from the traffic division speak on that. But we are definitely going to go after distracted drivers and jaywalkers. Captain.
You can start by giving your name and rank.
I'm Captain Robert Evans of Special Services. I'm in charge of the traffic division. I guess it's a good time today to announce that yesterday I was contacted by the Connecticut State DOT and NHTSA. We've just received funding for 2 more distracted driving high visibility enforcement operations. So those will be running the month of April 4th through the 30th, and from August 3rd through the 16th. Don't take that as an opportunity to talk on your phone in May, June, and July, because we're going to be stepping up enforcement everywhere throughout the city on all 3 shifts, working in conjunction with the uniformed services. Last year on the distracted driving, we did 1,002 tickets in August, and we did 436 in April. What we're hoping for this year is a reduction in tickets, because we consider the success is when people are actually obeying the law and we don't have to write tickets. But we will write tickets. We got the radar guns. We're going to be enforcing speeding. We're going to be looking at high accident locations where we're going to have surreptitiously monitoring the lights. You're going to get tickets for red lights. You're going to get tickets for your seatbelt. You're going to get tickets for talking on your phone. Everyone, including pedestrians, has to start becoming aware. It's not acceptable. There are already 3 motor vehicle fatalities this year involving pedestrians. It's also important for the motorists to protect themselves against these abhorrent drivers by buckling up, making sure that they got their child in a child safety seat. We went to 2 accidents, one as recently as last Saturday, where frankly the people should have been dead. If they didn't have seatbelts on, if they didn't have airbags in their cars, those were horrific accidents. They would have been dead. We have one mother from Chapsville Road who is still going through therapy now. If she didn't have her kids in those child safety seats, we probably wouldn't be like, I can give you a number. You can call traffic division. We'll help you. Set your scene up for you. We have an officer that does that. I'd also like to give you a number for the hit and run division. We're always looking for help with our hit and runs. Everybody has these cameras now. And last week we had a serious accident. And although we had a lot of commercial buildings that had some pretty good video, and even the city has video, the best video came from a guy who approached us and said, "Hey, you might want to take a look at this. I've got something to show you from my home security camera." So give you those numbers now. For hit and run investigations, anything you can help us on, if you witnessed a hit and run, if you have any video, please call 203-576-8084. And for fitting your child safety seat, Lieutenant Menard will help you out there. It's 203-576-8262.
We have our councilman too. Councilman at large.
Thank you. Well, this is an initiative that is overdue, I think, but the mayor has helped us and tasked the department to do a good job with this. It's something that the Captain Evans and Captain Perez and others involved in the traffic division are experienced officers, and I think we're going to do a great job. It's a definite need. There's concerns, obviously, with the weather soon to be warming up, that people will be out in the streets, and we're trying to prevent other fatalities or other issues. So hopefully citizens of Bridgeport or anybody who decides to visit Bridgeport obeys the laws, because the officers are going to be out there in force to do what we have to do to make the city of Bridgeport safe. Thank you.
I want to thank the officer for just maybe step up with questions. I don't know, but thank you for your leadership on this and your constant commitment. I think right. The real win is not to increase the amount of tickets that we have or statistics, but get to the point where people are following the rules, being safe, and making their job, their job, job easier, so we can concentrate on everything we need to do in service. Challenging issues. Questions?
Mayor, could you step up to the mic, and if you could just, what's the bottom line here? When you saw 3 pedestrians killed in a very short period of time, what did that do to you as a father?